Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and I'm just here to show you some of the finds that my girlfriend and I some of the things my girlfriend and I were able to find this weekend. We had such a good time. She just left a little while ago. Wah, wah, wah. We caught up on years. It was just great. It was what I really needed right now, and I was so grateful that she came down. But anyway, we went antiquing. Well, where I live, there are two historic downtowns in the towns on either side of me, and we just went walking around, looking in the antique stores and the little shops down there. I didn't get a whole lot in the antique stores because the prices were ridiculous, but I did find a few things, and this is what I was able to find. I found these three pretty embroidered hankies. This one's really pretty with the roses, or the not roses but pink flowers, and then one with some embroidered yellow flowers, and then one with some blue and pink flowers. I have been scanning a lot of the antique linens that I have. I have a huge collection of them. You saw some of them in my previous videos. I've started scanning them. I will be using a lot of them in my journals, and I'm also going to be selling some, but I want to scan the prettiest ones, and eventually I want to open up my Etsy store again and start selling digital scans of my vintage linens. I actually have some exciting news. I have decided that I am going to retire. I'm tired of being in corporate America, and I want to do what I do here full time. Unfortunately, I can't do it right now. Well, I could do it right now, but I'm on a very big project at work, and I want to see that through because I don't want to leave my counterpart with all the work involved with this project. So it'll be hopefully sometime in the next 6 months, hopefully sooner. But then I'll be able to devote full time to what I do here on YouTube. I'll open my Etsy store to sell some things. But anyway, I digress. Back to what we found this weekend. So these I'm going to scan, and eventually will be available. And I think I have some more in the other room that I've been hanging on to. The only other things I found at the antique stores were some books. I do want to start trying to do journals with regular book covers. This one's a little dirty. I'll have to clean it up some. But the best in children's books, I love the images in it. This one's from 1959. They have all kinds of cool images in it. So I found that. I'll use the pages for the journals that I'm doing now, and eventually I'm going to hang on to the cover and possibly do some hardcover journals. My only problem is I do want to continue doing my vintage fabric collages, so I need to find a way to incorporate that into a hardcover book. This one is Meadow Green. I like the cover on this one. There's some little mice playing in the meadow. Pretty colors on it. This one obviously was a library book, I think. And this one's from 1964, and it has some really cool images in it as well. So that was a good find. I'll use the pages. And this one I've already started to take apart. The Golden Book Illustrated Dictionary. This is volume number 6. And this one was from 1951. Oh, there goes my cat. 1951. I've already started taking this one apart so I can copy stain the pages, but this one has some, I like the colorful images in here. It's like a cross between a dictionary and an encyclopedia. So that's another book. This one, Betty Crocker New Good and Easy Cookbook. It was reduced to $1, so I paid $1 for this one. And it is from, what's the copyright? I think it was from the 50s. I don't see it. Oh no, 1962. There you go. And it's in great condition. It's got the cinched edges, so I would like that on the pages when you take it out. This one's in great condition. Looks brand new. So I got that, and then this was $1 also. It's I've already started taking this one apart. It's a songbook for children. So I will copy stain those, and those will be in my journals as well. So that was the antique store shopping, and then last night we went to the auction that's in the next town from me, one that I used to go to all the time when I was buying and selling things on eBay, flipping vintage things on eBay, and I hadn't been in a long time. So we went last night. The weather was horrible. It was storming when we went, so there weren't very many people there, which was good for us because the prices we were getting for stuff were great. She went there not having anything in mind to buy, but she ended up spending about $40 on stuff. Couldn't resist. You know how it is when you go to an auction and you have that paddle in your hand. You just can't resist holding it up when you see something interesting. And the prices last night were awesome. What I got last night was a pile of flashcards, vintage flashcards. There are this stack here, there's no box on it. These are from the 80s, 86. These are all multiplication or math cards. The back side, one side is kind of a matte and the other side has more of a shiny finish on it. So there's a whole stack of those. There's a stack of these that were for telling time. You've got the clock version on one side and the digital version on the other side. So I kind of like the images on those. And then this stack is for money, telling money. It'll have what it is on the back side, what the coins look like, and then here the child had to put the coins on there that made up whatever that amount was. That was very clever. So these are nice. All of these are great journaling cards and to collage on. Got all these images. So that was those that weren't in the box. This one is from 1984. These are great journaling cards too. These are math problems. I don't know why that one's darker than the rest. There's another one there. So we've got a stack of those. I like the shape of this one. This one is from 1959. That was almost a very good year. So these are, it's a nice size. Again, make great journaling cards. Tags. Make some tags for your junk journals. And these two were from 1960. These are both from 1960. A little bit bigger cards. We've got nice light cardstock or cardboard, lightweight cardboard. You've got the images on the back. This is alphabet, but they have images on the back. I thought that was interesting. C. What little kid would know celery? I would think cat or and then this one is words. Up, go up. There's images on the back side of what they are. So that was a cool find. I saw that up there. I said, oh, I have to have those. And I got a really good price on them. This is more than I would ever use. So I'm going to be sharing these on, I'm thinking about putting together some more junk journal kits. So these will definitely be in the kits. If anybody's interested in getting a variety pack of these, I can put some, just these, I can put some together as well. They're all different sizes, so you've got different sizes to make tags out of. So if anybody's interested in that, put a comment down below, and I might put that in a future video. Also at the auction, I got this, zoom, I'm not going to be able to show this, but I got this throw that has this pretty like tapestry fabric on one side of it. I'm getting really low on the fabric that I'm using for my journals. I'm almost at the end of that tablecloth, and I was thinking this might make a nice base for some journals as well. And all around the edge of it is this tassel trim. So I'm trying to figure out what I could do with these, if I can cut them off in some way and still have them to hang from things. So that's all the way around this thing. I paid $2 for this. $2! Awesome. I'm going to have to go to the auction more often when it's pouring out. The Saturday night auction is the best one for me, because Friday night, this is 2 nights, Friday night and Saturday night. Friday night is more furniture, big things, decor, more modern decor things. There's a few smalls in it, but it's mostly for the furniture buyers and everything. But Saturday night is all the smalls, that's where you find antique things or vintage things and small things that are easy to haul home. So if I go, it's always on a Saturday night. I also want to show you a couple of journals that I have finished. These are spoken for already, but I just wanted to show you my latest journals. I just love putting these covers together. I love working with my old vintage fabrics and linens and just putting them together in a way that looks pleasing to me. So this is one of them. It just has my journal there and a bunch of different vintage and antique. I've got some tatting going down the side. And then of course all the same insides that I always put in, that you've seen in my journals. And then this one has kind of a story, the cover to it. It is very tattered looking. It actually came, most of this front came from this table linen that I had. It came in a lot of other stuff that I had intended to sell it all, but this was just so tattered. I mean, it's falling apart. It was white. It was sitting on my shelf for the longest time, and finally I was cleaning out, and I was going to throw it away, and it was actually in my trash can here next to me, and it kept calling to me and saying, no, don't throw me away, don't. So I pulled it out, and I coffee stained it to make it look even older and rattier than it already is. And then I put it back on my shelf, and I just pulled it down, and I thought that would probably look really good on a tattered journal cover. And that's what happened here. That's this corner is what I used on this. It's very tattered. I even had to glue some of the fabric that was coming up down, but I like the way it turned out. So this is going to be going into more of my journals, the very tattered look. And it is tattered. And then I added a few more pieces of down here and memories, and I did this one in black thread to make it look even more tattered. So both of these I believe are spoken for. Yinya, I think. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but if you do not want this really tattered look, let me know and I will make others for you. But this is one that I've made for you, and let me know if you don't want this one, and I will sell this separately to somebody else. And let me see, I think that is all I have for today. I will be back next weekend with more. I'm not sure what yet, but I will be back. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.